Yeah.
So that's application elevation and acceptance and approval. And now we're going to do password acceptance. So let me take a look at that one.
Yeah.
Share out my screen here. All right. So we're back over to the other computer here. And now we're going to do here is I'm going to force the timer job to run and rotate the password. Okay. That's very important because these are on a cadence and I have to force it. Otherwise it wouldn't be, I can't, for the demo purposes, you wouldn't be able to see it, run. All right. So here's what we're going to do. Pop in here and come into the interface, go to user management. There it goes. Okay. All right. So basically I have a couple accounts here. I got this Win build account here and I got a Bert test account here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to rotate the passwords on these. Okay. We're going to pop in here to user management. These are all managed within this groups here. So if I look under my administrators group, I can see that I have the administrators group here, which is built-in group. And then I can see my, see here, come back over here, come to groups, administrators. These are all the members that are within the administrators group. So again, I go back to that Win build account. I'll go back to that Bert test account here. And you can see over here on this right-hand side that if somebody was to inadvertently or unpurposely remove these accounts, the agent would put it back. It would put the account or group back onto the administrators group. So basically, people can't create backdoor accounts. They can't remove accounts. It's all controlled by Privilege Manager at this point. And we can also do, you see how it says like add if missing here or ignore if found? I can even say remove if found. So if somebody created like a fictitious account on there, that said something like VMware. I did this before. That's the reason why I know to do this. To create like a VMware underscore and basically put that on your account as a backdoor account. Privilege Manager will know this and it will remove if found. That's what this toggle is right here. Okay. So now what we're going to do, we come in here and we look at Win build. Okay. So this basically, I have it set to rotate the password every 2 days on this particular account. What I'm going to do is I'm going to force it to run and then reset the password. And then it's going to be viewable right here within this particular box right here. So I can come in here and I can see that I rotated the password this morning on that Win box that I was just on just a second ago. And you can see that I rotated it about an hour ago on this particular machine here. All right. Can everybody see that?
Yes.
And then I can go to details. Whoop. And go to details. And I can see the password here. So there's my password right there. All right. So it's going to change that password when I do this process here in a second. Let's do it. So basically, I got to run these because these are jobs that are going to be running on they have different intervals and all this. So I'm just going to run them. Hit a refresh. And now the process is running. All right, let's see if it's done yet. Hold on a sec. Refresh.
And while we're waiting on this, I mean, is the actual kind of process and workflow, are you guys tracking so far? Because I know we're jumping between two different, computers, obviously, because one's the admin side where they need to do the resetting and the other's the offline box. So it's a little bit tricky to follow visually, but does the actual process itself compute for you guys make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense to me.
Yes, so this changed the password right there. So this rotated the password, okay, on this machine. And then on the other machine, the minute that comes back online, it's going to get the information. It already knows the schedule to rotate the password. So it's going to rotate it with its timer job that's already on the machine itself. And it's going to relay that back into Privilege Manager, rotate the password on the behalf of that user, okay? And that user would essentially, that password's changed at that point. So that's how you do this. So you basically have one console to manage all these passwords across all your machines, whether they're online or offline, and the agent is your brain to be able to facilitate that when they're offline. They come online, it does a handshake, and then everything's good.